Hello everyone, this is me Sorodeep, and in today's video I'm going to solve one LeetCode problem. And here is in my screen, as you can see, we are going to solve this top k frequent elements. This problem 347, this is a LeetCode medium one, and we are going to solve it in big of n complexity. Okay, just before starting to code, let's just see what this question tells us. Okay, you are given an integer array nums and an integer k. Return the k most frequent elements. You may return the answer in any order. So you are given with an array with k. Okay, so what does k tells? K tells that you have to give the output in that ranking. What do I mean by ranking? So k equal to 2, you have to print the first and second most frequent element. Okay, k equal to 1, you have to print only the first most frequent element. Let's take an example, and I will be trying to explain you with by taking example. Wait for a sec. Okay, one sec please. Yeah, let's start with an example. Okay, so k most frequent elements. Okay, let's just take an example. What can be the example? 1 comma 1 comma 1, 2 comma 2 and 3. Okay, this is one example, and you are given with k equal to 2. So what will be the output? The output will be the first will be the most frequent element and the second most frequent element. So 1 is the most frequent element and 2 is the most second most frequent element. So this is the output for this array with k equal to 1. You will be given with input this array and input k equal to 2, and the output will be this. So what can be the approach? We here you can pause the video and try your own approach, and then again play the video. Okay, I will be discussing you the approach. What can be the approach? The approach you can try is, see, you can try counting using hash map. You can try counting the frequency of elements. You will need to count the frequency at one point. Let's do it right now. Let's just count the frequency of elements. So you're using hash map int comma int frec. Okay, let's call this frec, and it will be taking the keys will be int and the values will be in int, and it will be counting the frequency of elements. So what will be the hash map? So the 1 will be appearing 3 times, 2 will be appearing 2 times, and 3 will be appearing 1 times. These are the keys, these are the values. Okay, and then what can you do? You have to do something. What something? You have to just output the kth most frequent element. For that you can, what you can approach, you can just reverse this. What do I mean by reversing? You can try creating a vector. Okay, vector, double dimensional vector. Okay, double dimensional vector. 1 second. Vector int vector int. Okay, sorry, I am trying to create a one double dimension vector. Why do I say double dimension? See, there may be cases where first let me tell you why vector. Okay, so what will you do? You have to print the kth most frequent element. So what you can do, that you create an array, that is vector. You create an array from 1 to up to 3 up here. It will be 6 of 7 lengths. Why do I say 7? Nums dot size plus 1. It will be nums dot size plus 1. Why is that? See, let me just write those things. So 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay, we are taking the all possible values. See, all frequencies, we are taking the putting the all frequencies in the index position. See, these are the index. Okay, we need somehow to return the kth most frequent element. So we are putting all the frequencies and representing them as index, such that we can traverse from 6. Okay, there is no frequency of 6, but we can try to traverse from 6 as well, and 6 and then 5 and then 4. Okay, so what will be the values? So these are the index, and in index what can be the values? For instance, the values can be, see, 3, 1 is appearing 3 times, 2 is appearing 2 times, and 3 is appearing 1 time. The values will be the respective values from the input array. So I mean 2D array, so 2D vector. So what do I say 2D? You can just use 1D, but there may be a case where 3 appears 2 times, also 2 appears 2 times, and there you can't store, you need 2D array to store in index 2. Okay, you need 2D array to store in index 2 two values, one is 2 and another is 3, you need two values. Okay, and to store two values in one place you need 2D array. That's why I mean that's why we will use 2D vector. Okay, that's why we will use 2D vector, and that is the reason, and we will be creating this size of plus the size plus 1, because there may be a case of 6 frequency. Okay, the frequency is 6, it depends on the size of the array, and if on y plus 1, because it's 0 indexing na, we will be using 0th indexing, so it will be starting from 0 and coming all to the 6, because it has 7, total size is 7, that's why number size plus 1 will be initializing, will be declaring and initializing both with this size. Okay, and hence we will be creating this array, and out of this array we will be traversing in this direction and printing the kth most. If there is k equal to 2, we will be printing at first 1 and then reducing k to 1. Okay, did I say something wrong? No. Okay, then after that we will be coming to this index and printing its value. We will be printing 2 and then again 0 if k equal to 0. Okay, k equal to 0 or k equal to the ans dot size, we will be storing this in vector ans. Okay, k equal to ans dot size, then we will be returning it. That's the approach we will be doing this problem, we will be solving this problem. This is the approach. Let's try coding things up. Okay, I am opening the LeetCode, opening LeetCode website, and here we will be coding things. Let's start the coding without wasting any time. Okay, so 1 second. Okay, so let's create the answer array. Well, this is the answer. This is the answer vector actually. Okay, and then hash map. The hash map we will be creating to store the frequency, and let's call it frec. Let's call it frec, and after that we will be counting. 1 second. Yeah, let's do it. Have I something created? No. Okay, let's. What will be inside of the loop? Inside of the loop will be this. We will be counting the frequency and incrementing based on it. If we find that number, we will be using that as key and increasing the and calculating the frequency out of this code. So this code calculates the frequency. Okay, here inside the num, it will just go through the input vector, input array. It will go through the input array, and if there is 1, it will put 1 here as the key, and it will count accordingly, 0 plus from 0 to 1. Then if again it finds some number, same that number, it will increment that as the increment the value. Okay, that's how we will be doing things. That's how this code will work. And let's, after that, what can we do? We can create the bucket. 1 second, just give a sec. Okay, let's create the bucket. nums dot size, nums of size plus 1. We will be creating the bucket with size this. Okay, this is the bucket. We have created the bucket, and then after the bucket has been created, we will be taking all the frequency and putting those frequency as indexes. Let's do that. Okay, we have stored, we have inside the bucket, we have done the necessary things, that is storing the frequency as indexes and values, and the frequencies and the values, what will be in the inside the values, the values inside the values, it will be the elements. Okay, we are doing that only, and after that we need to retrieve our answer from this bucket. Okay, that's what we will be doing next. So we will be traversing, we have guessed it right, we will be traversing from the back of the bucket. So that goes back, will be okay. We are traversing each element wise and putting inside the answer, and if by any chance, okay, we don't need to close this right now, close this for loop, inside for loop, and if by any chance the answer dot size, the answer size is equal to k, we will be returning it. Then I'm going to return it, return answer. And since this is inside of if statement, we need another, will be returning some blank. So this is our code, so this is will be returning a blank vector. This is our code. Is there any mistake here? I don't think. Let's just running. Oh, apart from this, this is big of in, apart from having two for loops, you can just try run things and you will see that that the if there are only there is 6. Okay, for example, there is 6 and it takes 6 times, there is a 6 and it takes only the full element, you will see that this loop will be running, the outside loop will be running for one time only, and this will be running for n times if the array contains only one element. Okay, only one element, but the frequency is that equal to that the size of the array. For example, the array size is 6 and out of inside it 5 appears 6 times, for that it will be running only one time. Okay, this outer loop will be running only one time, I am talking about the worst case, and the inside loop will be running n times, and the total will be, it will be running n times. Okay, that's why this is big of n, apart from being a nested loop. You can just write run and think about it what I said just now. Okay, so just run this code and see whether it will work or not. Okay, why this is a wrong answer? Okay, sorry, by mistake I have traverse with the answer array. It is a silly mistake, it is a very bad mistake. So instead of this, it will be nums. Okay, and let's just run it and see for yourself will it work or not. Okay, it's working. It's a very silly mistake. Okay, be mindful of what you are doing. I'm saying that to myself also. Okay, so this is a very silly mistake, and let's submit. We'll submit and see. Yes, it has been accepted. Okay, so now that's it for today. Hope you like this video, and if you like this video, click on the like button, and if you want to see more content like this, click on the subscribe button. Well, let's meet at another video solving another LeetCode problem or talking about tech things. Bye bye.